Hi guys, Samantha here and welcome back to my channel in a speed design, I guess we're going to call it. But anyway, the basis of this design, I guess today, is we're going to be using the old assault house located in San Myshuno to create a sort of a Bubba Gump shrimp factory. You're probably like, a Bubba Gump shrimp factory? What? Well, a couple weeks ago, I had posted something on Twitter about the screenshots for The Sims. They were kind of glitching up and all that jazz. And it's so funny. I don't even know how Bubba Gump shrimp found my tweet, but it said, "Your Sims look sad," or something like that. It said something like, "Your Sims look sad. I hope there's a Bubba Gump shrimp factory in their town." And I was kind of like, wow, that was hilarious, because I would never even have expected them to even see the tweet, let alone comment about the fact that there's not a Bubba Gump shrimp like that's just going to solve all of our problems. But anyway, and so I decided to take that as inspiration to kind of make my own Bubba Gump shrimp factory. But as a twist, I also decided to since I've been feeling this whole house flipper situation that I've been playing, and I like the whole concept of it, I decided I wanted to take an existing building and actually flip it and kind of repurpose it. So I guess the precipice behind this, is precipice a good word? I don't even know. But kind of like the agenda behind it is that the old salt house is very historic in San Myshuno. I'm just saying this for story-based purposes. I don't know if this is really the case, but I wanted to come across like it's very historic. So the people, the citizens of San Myshuno wouldn't want to get rid of it for that reason. So companies, they'll come in and be like, well, we want this land space, you know, because we want to build this. But I can see the citizens being like, no, we want to keep this pillar of the community standing and being in existence. So if you want to use it, you have to use it as it is. And of course you could redo the inside as necessary, but the outside has to stay how it is. So that was my whole concept behind doing this. And then of course, making it a Bubba Gump shrimp factory. So I'm kind of killing two birds with one stone, kind of like a house flippers, but more so repurposing this. So I've never really played in the old salt house, but it really is a really cool lot. I haven't played with it like Residence or whatever. I'm gonna have to do that eventually in life. But I love how open and stuff it is. So it's kind of easy to, like, as soon as you walk in there, visualize it as anything else other than a residence. So I just thought that was kind of interesting that that it was such a good location for like the city, like where it's actually located next to the pier or next to the buildings, not the buildings, next to the waterway. And then also because the building itself is just a really nice building, the way it's decorated. So I've only been to one Bubba Gump shrimp factory in my entire life, and it was the one in New Orleans. And what I remember that stood out for me with that one is that it was downtown New Orleans, and it was a double-decker building. So you can eat downstairs or you can eat upstairs. And I want to even say there was like a patio. So I tried to recreate that whole concept, doing the same thing with this particular build, but not even like, I keep saying build, but it's not really a build, but you know, just the same concept as far as having it where it's like multiple seating areas where you could sit and eat. And I also wanted to make it like an entertainment area. So if people just want to come and drink and listen to some live music, they can do that as well. And the Bubba Gump Shrimp Factory that we went to, they had like live, not kind of like live entertainment to a degree, but it was in New Orleans. So I don't know if that's like a more of a New Orleans thing, or was that like something that happened for that particular day. So that was something that I wanted to focus on too. So it could just be more than just a restaurant. You can come and eat, or you could just come and sit and listen to live music and get yourself something to drink. Or, you know, you could just kind of sit on the patio upstairs or downstairs, just whatever. So right now, so let's talk about what's going on with this whole repurpose thingy. I'm kind of trying to designate all the different rooms. I knew for sure I wanted to keep this like a kitchen because it's really big. So I wanted to make it like a huge kitchen. You can put two cooktops in there. It's going to be like counters. Of course, it's going to be like the dishwasher and all that type of stuff too. I wanted to make it like one big square, like the entire room was surrounded. But once I got in there, I realized that that was going to be next to impossible to do. So I'm just trying to like figure out right now what we are doing. And another thing I noticed too with this particular lot is it's a really good backdrop for the different scenery. So I wanted to focus on definitely having like different points of view in the restaurant. So of course you got the downstairs and you'll have like the live music. Then then there's actually a party room that's going to be in here too. And then downstairs you have a back patio where you could see the pier and you could see the water and the kind of bridge area and stuff over there. And then upstairs it's going to be a second patio, but it's going to be on a balcony and it's going to be facing the front, which you guys will see that later on. So I definitely was like, hey, your sim can come here and just, if they want to chill inside, just listen to music, they have that. If they want to sit outside and enjoy the breezes of the water, they could do that. Or if there's like a festival going on across the street and they want to kind of like see the sights of the festival, they could sit upstairs and see that balcony that faces the inner part of the city, if that makes any sense. So playing around with the kitchen right here, I really wanted to make like a huge, I guess, center counter, because most kitchens, when it comes to restaurants, they do have like a big center for like the sous chefs, you know, to do their little chopping and stuff, or put the food on the line, you know, so that the cooks can come, the servers can come and grab the food. So I kind of wanted to recreate that whole thing. And I'm just putting like the menu on the wall as reference, I guess, just to have something different on the wall. I wish I would have done more in here, to be honest with you guys, but I kind of got frustrated with the fact that I couldn't put some stuff some places, and I kept toggling move objects on and off. I like using move objects, and I know I've made this comment multiple times, but the only thing I don't like about using move objects is if I forget it's on and I place something in an area that the Sims start complaining about, they can't get to it. So I toggle it on and off. Like if I want to do something decor wise, I'll toggle it on for that reason. But if I want to just put something in a space, I'll toggle it off because I want to make sure they could actually access that space. So that was one thing that I definitely wanted to focus on, I guess, is just making sure that this lot is actually usable. And I did play it, and it's a really nice lot in played mode, like when Sims are actually there and they're like partaking of the restaurant and everything. It's really cool. So on accident, I ended up trying to go with this red and black theme, but not on purpose. It's just because majority of the furniture in the location was already red and black, so I decided to go on and stick with it. So here I'm just trying to figure out some seating. This will be the indoor seating, where if people want to just come and eat, but they want to be listening to the music in the background, they can come in here and eat. And I really wanted to use this booth, but I wanted it to be like a double seating on both sides, and there is no way possible for you to do that. That would have been beautiful. You're going to see me struggling with it now, but that would have been beautiful if they would have gave us the option to have that booth where you could use it on both sides. I don't know why they didn't give us where it could snap on both sides like that. Why did they give us that? I don't know, because in real life there's booth seatings like that. As a matter of fact, we're going to Chili's for dinner and there's booth seatings like that, where there's like a table in between and there's booths on either side. So why you can't do that, I don't know. But I was trying to figure out my hardest way to kind of do that without a problem. But funny story about Bubba Gump Shrimp Factory is funny. I think my sister-in-law, the time that we went, and I just realized that my sister-in-law wanted to go for her birthday, and I want to say she was making, it was a milestone. Maybe she was making like 25 or something like that. It was like one of those milestone type birthdays, and she wanted to go. And I forgot oh goodness, I wish I could find the video, but if I could find the video, dang it, I don't know where it's at right now. But they came and sang happy birthday to her, and they were telling her she had to shake her rump for her dessert. And she was really like shaking her rump and stuff. It was so cute, because I was like, that is so funny that they made her do that. And we got it all on video. We were all giggling and laughing. But I like the atmosphere of Bubba Gump Shrimp Company, because it's kind of laid back, and you know, the food is really, really good. So you would think that the atmosphere would be a little bit more what's the word, like more posh, you know, but it's not. And people were just like super down to earth and just super like chill. But it could have been the New Orleans atmosphere, because that's all New Orleans is. It's just super relaxed and chill. But like I said, I've never been to another one in another place, so that was just it. So I tried to do the seating on the inside, like a mix of larger seating and smaller seating. So that's the reason why you see that. And then we're going outside. We're going to start trying to do the outside area. And I decided to stick with the same theme. We're going to do the red chairs and that dark brown I guess table, which I forgot to mention that I was so busy talking about the Bubba Gump Shrimp Factory in New Orleans, that with the booth, if you decide to use that booth and you want seating on the other side, you can use the chairs, but you just can't use another booth. That was a little bit disappointing. But you know, it's so funny. You don't ever realize the limitations to the game until you're like in the process of trying to do something and you're just like, no, I really wanted that to work out like that. And, but it's cool. It's cool. It is what it is. But anyway, I liked the idea of keeping it like green outside, like you're sitting on an outside lawn, but maybe not so much. So I decided to put like some of that concrete from the walkway in the center. So it's like you're sitting in like a grassy area, but it's paved where you sit at, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I like the idea of it, but I don't know. I was just like, yeah, this is something that I want to do because I've never done anything like that before, kind of like dealing with different flooring. But honestly, you're seeing the room like how it is right now, the patio, and I'm about to change it. So just to let you guys know. And I really wanted to put like molding around that, y'all, but yeah, it just was not working. So there's no molding around it, but at least the roofs match. So, you know, it is what it is. But this restaurant has a ton of seating. I don't know that it'll ever be at capacity, but it's nice to be able to have like different options so you could sit anywhere. And on accident, I kind of divided this little space where it was like more so, I guess, single seating, like 2 people seating, like more cozy, and then more family on the other side. And that was kind of on accident, but then I was like, well, I might as well make this a little bit neater. So I ended up putting a little bit more seating and then just kind of making it a little bit neater where I could just accommodate more people. Because I would imagine, like me personally, I love sitting outside to eat, especially if it's like a nice breezy day and it's cool, but not where there's like a ton of insects out because I don't want flies all over my food. But I would prefer probably to sit out here. So I wanted to focus on having more outdoor seating than indoor seating because maybe the people that come inside to eat, they're just coming for the music. But the people that are coming outside to eat are coming for the ambiance and for the city lights and for the waters and the sounds and, you know, all that type of stuff. So here I am just like adding some more seating. And I know it looks so neat because I got OCD, y'all. Like I like things to look like super neat and organized. So that's the reason why it looks like that. You get the lot from the gallery. You do with it as you will. You know, and honestly, if you do something different with it, I want to see what you guys do different with it. Because I would be interested to see what that looks like. So this particular room, I think, was a bedroom, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember what it was originally. So I had envisioned making it a bathroom. And originally, I was going to make it a unisex bathroom. But then the more I played around with it, I was like, I don't like the idea of making it a unisex bathroom. And then I was going to divide it up into 2 and make it a male and female bathroom. But those windows were killing my vibe, okay? So the entrance was on one side. The windows were on the other side. So I was limited to like this little back wall as far as making it work, I guess you could say. And so and like I told you guys originally when I first started this whole little, I guess, thing that I was trying to do is I wanted to make sure that that I kept the original building how it was. So that means I was not going to alter the windows. I was going to deal with the windows how they were. I was going to deal with the walls on the exterior how they were, besides adding the covered patio. So I was trying to not mess with those windows because I mean, if I just got rid of them, it would have been easy breezy. But I was like, no, I want to keep the windows. So I thought about putting the bathrooms on this wall, putting the sinks on the opposite wall. But then I was like, I don't like the idea of being unisex. I just didn't. So I scratched the entire idea of a bathroom being down here altogether. Ended up making it like a party room, which of course you're going to see me still try to figure out a way. And my OCD would not let me just divide this in half because I was still thinking like, well, then you got these big windows in the bathroom and then people have to deal with trying to use the bathroom with these big windows. So I was like, you know what, Samantha, let it go. Bathroom will not go there. So unfortunately, the bathroom is upstairs. I know you guys are going to be like, what? Yeah, your Sims are going to have to go do the potty walk up the stairs to go use the bathroom. But this space is a good area for the bathroom. And I've been in restaurants before, honestly, which is kind of weird saying it like that, where the bathrooms were upstairs. I know that's kind of weird. But when you're dealing with space issues or you're dealing with construction type things like limitations, like sometimes you don't have a choice. In particular, like if you're dealing with downtown and there's not a lot of space for extra buildings and stuff or extra width of buildings, you might have to build up as opposed to out. So technically this could be a thing where the bathrooms will be upstairs. So here I am just trying to situate the bathrooms and stuff upstairs. And this way we can have a gender bathroom. So I have a male bathroom and a female bathroom. Normally I don't have a problem with having unisex bathrooms, but for a building this big with so much seating, there's a possibility there's going to be like a ton of Sims here at one point. So I wanted to make sure that they had that divided up so nobody would have to be like bumping into each other or trying to share. And truth be told, y'all, unisex bathrooms, especially when you're dealing with like liquor and stuff, you know, like this place is going to have a full service bar. And, you know, it might end up being like a nightlife spot too. The last thing you want to do is have your drunk Sims walking into a bathroom where ladies could be present or where guys could be present, you know, just whatever. So I'm like, it's probably for the best that we do it divvied up like that where they can have their own little space. So now I got this little awkward room right here. And so I thought about, you know what, I could put in a little seating area out there because truth be told, you might need to sit and wait for your party to come out the bathroom. I know it makes no sense, but I had no idea what else to put there. And I have been in bathrooms before that has a seating area. I've been in bathrooms before like that has seating areas. I'm just being real. So I decided to do that. So here I am looking for that doggone, there's like a hand sanitizer and a paper towel dispenser. And why isn't it in the bathroom clutter stuff? I have no clue, but I couldn't find it. I ended up going ahead. I found it later on, but I ended up just skipping ahead and was just like, whatever. But while I'm sitting here fumbling around looking for it, the entire repurpose of the building took me about an hour and a half, which is not bad considering if I was building this building from scratch, I would have been like probably double or not triple, but definitely a little bit over double that time because just me trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing at this point. It was just crazy. But anyway, here I am working on the outdoor patio area that people can sit out here. And I'm going to do the same thing, kind of just put like some booth seatings and some regular seating. It's going to be a combination of a couple of things out there. So that way it can accommodate different party sizes or whatever. And I like how it came out. And again, I think it'll be perfect if there's like a festival downtown and your Sims want to go grab a bite to eat before they go. I think normally here is the Spice Festival. Am I right? I think normally in this little area would be the Spice Festival, but if they wanted to come and grab something to eat before they, you know, hit the Spice, which no, why would you grab something to eat before you hit the Spice Festival? That don't make no sense because you're going to want to eat at the Spice Festival. But let's say your taste buds can't handle the spices at the Spice Festival. You can come to Bubba Gump Shrimp Factory. You know, we got barbecue shrimp. We got Fiesta shrimp. I forget how many shrimps they got. I just remember barbecue shrimp. We got fried shrimp, boiled shrimp, baked shrimp, barbecue shrimp. We got toffee shrimp. I don't know. I was trying to come up with all the different Forrest Gump bubblegum shrimp thingies, but I can't remember. Anyway, so here I am just kind of making the little party area. Now, the bubblegum shrimp factory that I went to did not have a party area, but again, I had this room that had absolutely no purpose. So I figured, you know, if people want to rent out this little area and have a birthday party and turn up a bit, they can do so. And I'm going to put a TV in there so people can go in there if they want to rent it out. And I don't know, but it's probably going to be annoying if you guys get this lot because you know Sims, they just cut TVs on for no reason and go stand in there and go watch TV. And it's like, if you don't go put your butt down somewhere and go eat your food, but it is what it is. I like the idea of it being, this is when a cool mod would come in handy. If you could actually rent out rooms for birthday parties and like we could designate this as a birthday party spot and designate this particular room as a birthday party room and then maybe have like a fee associated with it. I know I'm asking for way too much because that's like, that'd be a hard mod to code, but you know, I dig it. I think that'd be really cool. Like put just an entry fee on that door and be like, hey, you want to rent out this room? If you have a party of 12, then you are welcome to it. Anyway, so I'm just finishing out the table decor, just putting some of these little napkins and salt and pepper shakers. And that is pretty much it. So now I got this other room. Oh, I found the paper towel dispensers. How cool is that? They were under wall clutter, like the wall painting clutter type thing, move objects on so that way I can put this in between that mirror because I feel like that would make more sense for people to pump their soap and then wash their hands and then grab their paper towel on the way out the door. I probably should have put a trash can in there now that I think about it. Anyway, so now I got this other room and I contemplated making it another restaurant or another party room, but I was like, that's pointless. So I'm just going to make it where it's just like an entryway for that outdoor patio, and then I'm going to make this back room like a little storage room for like supplies and stuff. So it'll be like the extra I don't know, dining supplies, like if they need napkins or more menus or they need more shrimp batter, I don't know, just whatever. We can put that there, and that's pretty much how it is. So here I am just checking out all the views. The views are absolutely stunning. You got the view from the city, and then you got all the views in here. So I love how this build came out, y'all. And like the funny thing is I like the fact that it looks like it belongs there. Sometimes when I build buildings and I put them in a certain town, I feel like it never fits. Sometimes I feel like it doesn't fit the aesthetic of the town. So the fact that I could actually put a build here and it looks like it belongs here, only because it really does belong here. It was an EA building that they made for San Myshuno. So it actually fits the like the aesthetics of the area. So all I had to do is just, you know, make my little interior changes, and it pretty much is still a building that was in San Myshuno, but it's a restaurant as opposed to like a residence right now. I don't know. It is interesting how all of that came out, but you know, I'm just kind of going through. So now it's time for me to like figure out the paint and the flooring situation, but I do love how it came out, y'all. I think it's a stunning repurposing of I guess you can call it. So I kind of wanted to stick with the dine out flooring because I really never really do anything with it, but I do like some of the authentic wood floors that came with it. So in some areas I have the authentic wood floors, and some that I changed it to that stone. And this wallpaper, y'all, I never use it, but it's kind of crazy because it looks like it has like a reflective property to it, where in the little seams it looks like light shines through it. I don't know, but up against like the tables and stuff, I just think it came out really pretty, which you guys will see at the end for the screenshots. So I'm just trying to go and add all of that right now, and then put all the flooring and stuff down, and just going over everything and making sure that I have everything taken care of. Putting some paintings on the wall, sizing those down. I love those, and I never get a chance to use them. Honestly, y'all, I'm hoping to do more builds and maybe even do more repurposing buildings like this one in the future. So if you guys like this, please let me know so I can know that you guys are digging it, and I'll do some more. If you have a building that you have in mind that you think would make a good repurposing, let me know that as well. It's kind of like doing makeovers, like townie makeovers, but doing it with buildings. And yeah, I don't know that that anybody ever thinks about doing that. I mean, maybe they have. I haven't seen anybody if they thought about doing that, but I know it was really because of that Bubba Gump Shrimp Factory tweet that I even wanted to do a Bubba Gump Shrimp Factory, and then to be like, I want to take an existing building and make it one. It's just, I don't know, it's just kind of funny. But anyway, I'm just adding some extra little things. We're going to fix this staircase because Lord knows it's blue, and I don't want it to be blue. I want it to be black. I love the fact that you could just drop another staircase on top, and it kind of just works out, and all that jazz. So I did use the, I don't know what's up with me with all this jazz today. I did use the menu. I think it's just seafood. I was going to go in and change it, but by this point I was just like, whatever. I just wanted it to be seafood. So unfortunately it doesn't have like a lot of like the popcorn shrimp. The shrimp cocktail, it doesn't have that on the menu, but if you want to grab it from the gallery and you know, go put it in your game, you might want to alter the menu. So anyway, I'm going to go on and wrap it up here, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little video. If you liked it, please let me know down in the comment box. And if you have a building that you have a suggestion that I remake or repurpose, also let me know that in the comment box. I think that this will be like a fun little challenge. And stay tuned for screenshots at the end. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you guys next time.